it's Amanda, and I'm coming to you with the swatching video. Today, we're going to be swatching well, they're new to me, but, well, kind of new. I've had them to swatch since before I went on my trip in September, and we're now at the end of October. But, yeah, we're going to swatch all of the Diamine Forever inks. I'm sure other people have done this. I really wanted a bottle of Raven, but they didn't have a bottle of that available, so I ended up getting a sample. And I really wanted a bottle of this. And I think these two they didn't have samples available of. I did want a bottle of this one though for some reason. I would have preferred a sample for that one, but it's all good. We have what we have, and yeah, we're gonna swatch all the samples, all the bottles. You've seen Smoky Mauve already if you've watched any of my 30 inks videos. So yeah, so I'm gonna use this as background paper for my swatching. This is a Maramine Nemesine number 182. It's an A5 size with the spiral at the top. So I'm gonna use this for swatching because I can. We're also gonna swatch the inks in the Hobonichi because I just like having them there. And yeah, some of these, I have so many samples to swatch, y'all. You'll probably be seeing a lot of new inks in 30 inks, 30 days inks I haven't swatched before. Inks, some of the Forever inks. Yeah, I have so much ink to go through that I just haven't had time because I haven't been able to record, or I was out of town, or any number of reasons. So November's gonna be fun. And then we have December with the ink vents. I have my color vent already. My ink vent's supposed to be here. It said Sunday. I don't know why it would be delivered on Sunday. So I'm expecting it either today sometime or Monday. Probably Monday. Monday's probably a smarter idea. Anyway, I'm going to be using coloring color cards because I like having those even though I refuse to organize them. But yeah. I have an ink vial holder here. This is a toothbrush holder from Daiso. I don't know if they still have them, but people always ask me about it, and it was a gift from a viewer, so it holds an ink sample perfectly, and yeah, so that's what we'll be doing. What I wanted, should I put these in like rainbow-ish order? I feel like we should. So we'll start with the cherry red, and then we'll go down to the neutral, so we'll end with probably Raven and Butterscotch, like the brown ones, maybe. I feel like that's a good idea. Although, is this brown or is this like orange? Okay, we'll figure it out. So we're going to attempt to kind of do this in a rainbow-y sort of order. We might get them a little out of whack, but that's okay. Here are the bottles. I think these bottles are gorgeous. These are pigment inks. So you will get stuff in the bottom. It's good to kind of shake them up. Make sure you got everything all incorporated. You also probably don't want to leave pigment. Look at my... you don't want to leave pigment inks in a pen forever. And they can cause staining, but they're really fun to work with, and they're permanent and waterproof once they dry and adhere to the page. I got these from Van Ness pens. This is Diamine. Diamine Forever. This is cherry red. This is a really nice red. Although I feel like I'm going to have to extra special clean this nib afterwards. But that's okay. I had a rogue paintbrush sitting over here that I wanted to add to the water. Okay, let's go. I am going to just shake this up a little bit because it's been sitting here. The bottles are really comfortable to hold in the hand. Not that I walk around with an ink bottle in my hand at all times, but it's nice that it's comfortable. These are very pigmented, obviously. They write really wetly in my experience. I've only used the Smoky Mauve, but they write really nicely in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and paint this on here too. Going to be a little not as saturated down here because I didn't have as much ink and I didn't do like a second coat, but very nice, very nice. It will get kind of like a glossy sheen over it once it's dry, but I kind of like that. So there's Cherry Red. Next up, Tiger Lily seems to be a little more red than Coral. So we'll do some, this seems more purpley. Okay, so we'll do some Tiger Lily next. I'm trying to keep this as rainbowy as possible. Again, very nice pens. This is Tiger Lily. A nice reddish orange. Should have perhaps blotted on the paper first. Again, I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to end up shaking these a bunch just because I just want to make sure that we get everything incorporated. It's like you should treat pigment inks kind of like a shimmer, where you want to agitate it and shake it up to make sure things are distributed. This is gorgeous. This one got a little too much on it, but it's okay. They dry down a tiny bit more muted than they go down when they're wet, but again, so lovely. I love that. Okay, another orangey one. Coral Blaze. This is maybe like the true orange. Have you used any of the Forever rings? I know Mandy over at Bookish Artist, Mandy uses them. She was using Raven specifically for some of the lines in her planner. Coral Blaze. Oh, I need to put it in the hobo. I need to put it in the hobo. My water is very pretty. Very reddish orange. So there's Coral Blaze. I wonder if it's going to have some yellowy sheen. Okay, yellow. So, no, we should do Honeypot next. Honeypot looks like it's kind of like an orangey sort of yellow, kind of. Or I guess it could go next to Butterscotch. Might be a little more brown. I'm going to put it in between the oranges and the yellow. That might be a bad choice, but we're going to do it anyway. Again, I got this from Van Ness Pens. Diamine. I think Bookish Artist Mandy has talked about perhaps mixing some inks with them. I can't remember if it was her or if it was somebody else. Diamine Forever. This is Honeypot. Right? Yeah. Shake it up to mix everything. It's fun to be swatching inks again. I haven't swatched inks in such a long time. I've been filming lots of new pen days, but haven't like sat down and played with ink in a while. I'm looking forward to the ink vent. I'm looking forward to 30 inks. I'm already not ahead of schedule on the 30 inks though, so I'm scared. But we're gonna do the best we can. And I think I can. I'll have some time to film on Tuesday to like start the process. Mostly because I really want to finish 30 inks before I start doing my ink vents, because I don't want to accidentally spoil something. I've already had a couple things spoiled. There's a lot of spoiler videos out there, and I appreciate everybody's ability to make those, but I have to really I don't want to watch them. And then people were talking about things in the calendar, and I was like, oh, I can't look at this Discord anymore because everybody's talking, there is a special ink vent spot, but they were talking about things not in ink vent. And I'm like, but I'm also not the only one that doesn't want spoilers. Some people want spoilers. They want to know if it's worth their time and money. And I get that. And that's totally valid. But I already purchased them. And I don't want to know anything because I just want my reactions to be as, I want them to be genuine. And I want them to be, unspoiled. I want them to be real reactions is what I'm trying to say. And real, and thoughts that aren't, I don't want to take on anybody else's thoughts. Because I like to, I'm not good about sharing my opinions, but I want to have my own opinions, if that makes sense. Diamine Forever. This is a yellow. A solar yellow. It actually feels fairly legible, at least on this card. It's bright as heck, but you can read it. I like that. Brush is stained to heck. I think I used a black ink with it. That's why we're gonna... It's not letting any ink out, but it is a tad unsightly. Using pigment ink just reminds me, it just kind of makes me think of like using paint as ink. Does that make sense? Oh no, I forgot to do this. Does anybody else feel that way? This is a very bright yellow, but again, seems legible. I like it. I don't know what I would use it for, but it reminds me of Sailor, oh, what's the yellow, 770? Okay, we have some greens here. I think we should do hyper green, because that's more of a yellowy green. And then Amazonia. And do we have like a teal? We do. So we'll do that and go into the blues. I think we'll do and Skyline, then Indigo. And then I don't know from there. Okay, we have a plan. We have a bit of a plan. Ooh, mail's here. Hyper green. Just making sure we're all shook up. Again, we got these from Van Ness Pens. Ooh, that's swampy. Diamine Forever, Hyper Green. Hyper Green. It's like, it reminds me of Diamine Meadow a little bit, but I guess permanent. Permanent and pigmented. I like the radioactive, like, yellow underneath. So pretty. These are really nice inks. Next up, we have Amazonia. Really nice rich green. These would be great to address envelopes, as long as they don't bleed or feather, or at least feather. Gorgeous. It's so fun to be playing with ink again, y'all. Oh, I've missed it. I've missed it. Been acquiring it, but haven't been able to play with it. The acquisitions have stopped, though. So now it's just getting through what I've got that I haven't shared with y'all yet. Gorgeous. And now our water is no longer a very cute reddish orange. It is disgusting muddy brown. I feel like I got water on that somehow, but lovely. I love the way the inks all look in the writing. Next up, we have like a turquoisey blue, sort of. This is Aqua Surf. This one doesn't feel as like painterly. Oh, I did not. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. We need to cap this. There we go. And put that in its home. This is called Aqua Surf. Beautiful. I'm gonna mix this up again just to be sure. I like that color. Yeah, this one doesn't seem to be as painterly, at least in the vial. Like it seems to have a little bit of give to it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like opaque, but it doesn't look as milky as some of the other ones do, like yellow. Like, yeah, I think that's the distinction. It doesn't look milky. Does that make sense? To fit a couple extra on this page, so I'm going to make these swatches a little smaller. Very pretty. It kind of dries down. I don't know that I like the way it dries down. Well, that's not that bad. Looks like there's some gray in it. Like we're getting like a halo of gray or green around the edges. Pretty. Next up we have Skyline. This looks like it's going to be very intense. Very much an intense blue. I almost thought it stained my nib though. Does not appear to have, but I thought it did for a second. I feel like I'm not talking enough, but I'm just enjoying the zen of swatching, so I hope you don't mind. This kind of just looks like a basic blue ink. Reminds me of Konpeki a little bit. It doesn't look like Konpeki in the vial, I would say. I would say it looks like blue, but this on the card reminds... I mean, it's still blue. I don't think it's as turquoisey as Konpeki is, but yeah. Meh. If you need a permanent blue, this looks like a good one. Just a basic blue. It's so fun to be inky. Okay, let's see. We should do blue indigo. I kind of do like that. Oh, this is dark blue. Ooh, I like that. I like that one. I prefer darker blues too to lighter blues, in case you couldn't tell. Ooh, I like that. I like that very much. That would look really good in like a fine or an extra fine nib. Again, I also like darker inks and extra fine and fine nibs. Specifically, extra fine nibs. My extra fine nibs all usually have black in it. But this is a contender for a dark blue. Gorgeous. Let's see. We have some purples and some magentas. And then we have black. I should have put butterscotch in here somewhere, I think. I don't know what order to do these in. I guess we'll do passion flower, and then we'll do smoky mauve, and then we'll do hot magenta and red ochre, and butterscotch and raven. Butterscotch doesn't feel like it fits now, but the neutrals I said go at the end. Oh well, it's what it is. Okay, because I think this one's darker. So we'll start with the darker, and the mauve has a little more pinky in it, so. So I think that's the plan. Oops, I didn't shake it up. Shake it up. I need to get back to work. I might have to pause this for a moment. Okay. And this. Diamine Forever. Passion. I didn't think I was going to like this one as much for some reason. That was silly. I like this a lot. Well, I guess if I actually use my sample up of this, I can get a bottle. I need to use my sample. That's always been the rule. I've just never followed it. And now I'm like trying to follow it. Because I shouldn't need ink if I already have a said ink. You know what I mean? I should just use what I have. I should actually just use what I have. No ink, period. No more ink, period. No more pens, no more ink. Should I do like a no low buy for 2026? I mean, I should actually do that. I should do a flat out no buy, but that's when I'll run out of everything and need to buy it. So I feel like if I'm replacing things that I actually use, that should be like accepted. I don't know. I need to think about this. The thing is, though, I can loophole myself out of anything. That's stunning. That's really gorgeous. I like that purple. It's just a basic purple, but it's so pretty. And it's permanent. And I like it way more than I thought I would. I think it was trying to also be like, you have 4 million purples, you don't need another one. But should I do magenta? I think that's what I said I was going to do. Red ochre. No, I'm going to do magenta. That's what I said I was going to do, so that's what we'll do. Goodness. My hometown is getting lots of thunderstorm warnings. If you're in the Dallas area and on Saturday, be safe. Oh, is that part of that hurricane? I don't remember where that hurricane is. Melissa or whatever her name is. Venice pens. Hot. I would like to compare this at some point to Diatramentis. Has a document ink magenta, and if I can find my sample of that, I don't have a bottle, I have a sample of it somewhere. That might be fun to compare. See how similar they are, or if one performs better than the other or whatever. That still has too much in it. I'm gonna use this one. Shaky, shaky. Oh, I forgot to do Smoky Mauve. I guess I'll do that at the end. Or I can do it after. water is green now. We went from red, orange to brown to green. Should I do Smoky Mauve or Red Ochre? Let's do Smoky Mauve real fast. I feel like this doesn't fit here either, but magenta. I feel like it dries, at least in the swatch, it dries a lot lighter than the writing looks. I feel like hot magenta is a bit of a, if it's going to be that subtle, maybe it's not. I can't remember if I actually made I think I did, but we'll make another one just for those who didn't see that video. This definitely feels like this was far and wide like the favorite of people. I wish they'd come out with a true gray. They had like the black, but I think they need a gray. I mean, you could mix the colors and make a gray probably, but I feel like that's maybe the only thing that's missing out of this lineup. I feel like if I had to say something was missing, I think like a true gray, because this is still purpley. Oh, I did the Hobonichi, but I didn't do the swatch card. Silly me. Yeah, because I still read this as purple more than gray, personally. How do you feel about Smoky Mauve? Like, yeah, it seems more pinky purple than just flat out gray. It's definitely a grayish purple, but again, not like a true just gray. Like a neutral gray. Or even a warm or a cool gray. It's just purple. Okay, we'll do Red Ochre next. And then I'll do Butterscotch. And then we'll finish off with Raven. This is really pretty. Maybe I should have put this by red. Just looked purpley in the vial. But no, I feel like it's more like reddish brown, maybe? Oh, it's more like reddish brown. Maybe this is the good spot for it. Okay. Diamine. Forever. Red Ochre. So maybe I did put this in the right spot. Yeah, this is more brown. Like a reddish brown. Okay, I feel better about my decision to save this till now. So this is more of a yellow brown, and maybe Butterscotch is more of like a yellowy brown. It's so funny because the ink looked red. Like the actual liquid itself. Magic tricks. It's doing magic tricks. The swatch is kind of ugly. I kind of like that it's like a grayish reddy brown. I like that. Okay. Now we have Butterscotch, which is the last of my bottles. And then we'll finish off with Raven. I don't even need a bottle of Raven because I still have a bottle of... That is... Ew. I have a bottle of Roaring Klinger Document Black ink, so I definitely don't need a bottle of literally anything. No permanent blacks. I do not need. Just pat this dry a little bit. Venice pens. Oh, that's gorgeous. Now I want butterscotch pudding. Anybody else? That's like my favorite pudding flavor besides chocolate. Like if I had to be greedy about it, I would ask for both, but butterscotch is like such a treat. Because it's like not something I have all the time. I mean, I don't have pudding all the time, so whatever, but... Gorgeous. And last but most certainly not least, we'll do Raven, which is black. Oh, it's so dark. It's like an abyss. Diamine. Oops. Venice pens. Yum. I need my black inks to be like as black as possible. And I feel like this is really, it's no Chukuro. But I have to be honest, I don't know. Maybe I need to try it in a different pen, but I feel like I don't like Platinum Chukuro. Like, I feel like like the carbon black is good enough for me. I don't like it's pigmented, I think, but it feels like dry and matte. And that's why I don't like it. This does not feel dry or matte. I perhaps didn't need that much, but... Gonna have to wash my brushes out. Oh my gosh. This is I actually think that I sort of nailed the order. Oops, I got ink on my I kind of nailed the rainbow order. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna move this. Please don't fall. I'm surprised Pearl didn't come out. Look at that. I actually like where everything sort of landed. I was worried about how to do these and that, and then I was worried that was too red, but I think we did a good job putting them down. I'm gonna have to label them, but that's for me to do another time. We need to look at the swatch cards, but some of them still need to dry, so I will be back in what will be a few short seconds for you, but probably like a while for me because I gotta go check on work stuff. So I'll be back in just a minute. I'm back. It's a couple days later, actually. Here's what our paper towel ended up looking like. I ended up using it because I had to clean this pen out. And we had to do some major pen surgery on this one to get it refilled, but I cleaned it, refilled it with its Document Black from Rohrer & Klingner. And yeah, these are all the colors that we had on the paper towel. Anyway, this is the dried swatch page. Part of the reason I had to do pen surgery on this is because I wrote the names of the swatches here. This is a lovely set of pages. Can I just say? Okay, and let's see our dried swatch cards, and then we'll go. They do feel like they get a little bit lighter when they dry, at least on the swatch cards. They don't, the writing seems to be just fine. Solar yellow, hyper green. Let's move these a little. Sorry, they're like out of focus now. I think because my hand's in the way. Two, four, six. Maybe we. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, okay. There's Amazonia. I think we got a little bit of water on that one. And then Aqua Surf, which is really very lovely. Now we have the I have the back slider open, the slider that's behind me open. So Pearl's looking for birds. I'm gonna sneeze. It looks like it just rained also, or is sprinkling, I'm not sure. Okay, next up we have Skyline and Blue Indigo, and Passion Flower, Hot Magenta, Smoky Mauve, Red Ochre, Butterscotch, and Raven, which I thought Raven was going to be more black, but it definitely kind of fades out at the bottom. But overall, this is a beautiful line of inks, and if you don't have any other like pigmented permanent inks, I don't remember how much they cost. I feel like they're a little more on the expensive side, but for Diamine anyway, probably right up there with the I think they're close to what the Inkvent inks are. You did get 50 mils though. It is a nice size of ink, and they are, you know, special. So yeah, but overall this is a beautiful line of ink. I think they covered a good range of colors, and I know that I've heard people talk about mixing them perhaps, and you wouldn't have to worry about anything weird happening because they're all pigment inks. Well, I mean, maybe weird things would happen with the pigments, but I mean, like, if you mixed this with, like, something else, anything could happen. But it feels like if you stayed within this line, you could probably mix any color you wanted to. But I feel like they definitely have a pretty complete line of basic colors. Like, they came out with a lot of them. There were, like, what, 2, 4, 6, 16? And, yeah. The only, like I said, the only thing that I think is missing is a true gray. But yeah, and maybe like an orange, a definitely orange. Honeypot is like a yellow orange, and that's obviously a coral, and this is more of a red orange. So I think like a pumpkin orange or something like that, I think would be the only thing maybe that I would think that they would definitely need to add. But again, you could mix like red and yellow and get orange, and I don't know how you would get gray. Somebody else, I think it was Simone's Discord, mentioned wanting, or in the comments. It could have been in the comments. I don't remember. Somebody's comments. I don't think it was mine, but somebody's comments. No, maybe it was mine. On the Smoky Mauve video. I don't remember where I saw it exactly, but somebody in the comments mentioned wanting to have like a diluter, like a dilution solution for this line specifically. So you can light colors or you know, even them out when you've mixed them. And I think that's also a good idea, a thing that they could do if they wanted to expand the line a little bit. So all great ideas. Yeah, overall beautiful line of ink. Should we check the water? I don't know, do I have any water here? I had a water brush sitting here, but I don't see it now. Oh, here it is. Do I have water in it is the question. we do have a little water. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me activate my brush. Okay, let's see what happens when we, this is wet. See it, oops. It is wet, you can see on my finger. So if we just like whoosh, straight down, we'll drop. We'll do a drop. It's perfectly fine. Look, just, okay, we get a little bit of a bleed through here. It seems like that's kind of trying to come up between the Skyline and the Indigo. But yeah. There you go. There you go. Forever. The ink is forever. This has a little too much water on this side. I'll blot that, but gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is a really nice line of inks. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Oh, maybe I should leave these and this should be the thumbnail. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have to put these back out. But yeah, there you go, the Diamine Forever inks. I think they're lovely. I think they're beautiful. I think that they're a good time. And if this is something that you're interested in, you should definitely check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you have a favorite color? Like if you had to just choose one, do you have a favorite amongst these? Or do you have other ideas for things that they could add to the line? Mention it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Love you. Bye.